Okay, so in this video, I'm going to speak about my two newest investments, and I decided to put my money where my mouth was. So I recently just invested about a little over $5,000, buying, I believe it was 9 shares of Microsoft, or 8 today, and I also decided to buy about $1,500, or I bought $3,500 worth of closer to $4,000 worth of Microsoft shares, and about $1,500 worth of Procter & Gamble shares. Recently, I both spoke about these two stocks as 2 of 6 quite undervalued stocks in this current market, and I decided if I'm going to speak about something, I should probably act on it to know that I believe what I say, and I say what I believe. By the way, this is not any sort of financial advice, and you're going to listen to me eat my salad as this video is going through here. But yeah, what went down is Microsoft. What I spoke about it was the factor that Microsoft is getting quite undervalued because of the factor that people are having this huge drama about the AI, and the factor that a lot of people don't use Microsoft Copilot yet, and the factor that Copilot is not on the same level and is not as widely used as other AI models. But AI is not what is, of course, is going to be a major part of the Microsoft business in the future. However, the Azure infrastructure and the Microsoft 365 is what is generating the largest part of value for Microsoft. And in a recent article I read that Yahoo Finance did, they perceived that Microsoft was valued by about, I'm just going to fold this thing right here just to double check. Yeah, because I'm currently balancing my phone on my PC, making it so that my data is getting hidden right now. But yeah, it's at around, supposedly 20, it's around about undervalued by 28.2% to that DCF estimates. So it's quite undervalued by a lot, and its fair value would be at 567.60 USD, which is even higher than what I first bought it at 510, which is why I don't I'm not that stressed on my. Also, this was also bringing my average down. Also, many people may realize that the PE of Microsoft is quite high, but the PE is a shorthand estimate, especially for these tech companies, as in my opinion, because the factor that so many things change in a short amount of time. So that is why I don't really look. I look at value just to see if it's undervalued, and it's trading is quite low PE compared to what it was trading at when I thought it was of good value at around $500, which is why at this rate it's it's an awesome buy for me, and I believe that Microsoft is a great company, and it's going to last, and it mixes into my new investment strategy, which I'm going to speak about in tomorrow's video. But it's forecasted to reach a free cash flow of $181 billion within 2030, which is a double of what it's currently at with $93.7 billion. So I believe with all of this info, it's no wonder why they're going so well, and other reasons why Amazon is also against it. They've got a lot of competitors in this market, and with the OpenAI deals that are going around, making it OpenAI, other models, OpenAI with ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. Though Perplexity is a larger one. Gemini, which is doing really good for Google, as I'm enjoying myself quite a lot. And there's a lot of AI models that are currently delivering quite well. The Alibaba AI model was awesome when it came to testing. So, yeah, a lot of things that are people are sort of scared of are not true fears. I'm struggling to speak right now. I should have wrote a script for this video, but I decided that I just wanted to get the info out as soon as possible. But yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of competition that is tough, and that makes the AI bubble so, or that makes people so focused on AI, which makes it so that the people that fall behind just like crash down, and the people that are able to do good rise up quite quickly. And yeah, also Microsoft is spending $80+ billion a year on data centers, and investors are intensely focused on when this yields a return, and it's currently not yielded a super good return, and that is why the delay in the AI revenue is also harshly punished. But I think this doesn't matter. 80 billion is quite a huge investment in terms of data centers, which is why I think that they will be able to keep up, and they will yield results if people start using Copilot, which will eventually happen once Amazon starts gaining some more, or not Amazon, but once Microsoft starts gaining more traction, and Copilot develops itself a little bit more as a player that one can use. Okay, and the next one I bought was Procter & Gamble, which I bought for $141.60. And I'm super happy with this one. Procter & Gamble is a dividend aristocrat, and it is based about, I think it's a 2.91%. But yeah, it is an absolute beast of a stock. Having a wide variety of brands within it, such as Colgate and Pampers and other products like that, making it a consumer defensive. People will most likely always buy it, even though the economy is going quite bad. Yeah, they're undervalued. I think it was about 21%. 21%, I believe, in terms of what Yahoo said. Yeah, 21.1%. Also, another point for Microsoft is Bill Ackman. Just what a huge position in Microsoft. Which, if you want to know who Bill Ackman is an intelligent investor. I can just read a little bit about him right now. He's an American investor, and he is a billionaire hedge fund manager. So when he buys something, that may be a sign that, you know, something is going up, and we gotta look at it. And it's, yeah, I think Procter & Gamble is currently at like a 19 in PE, which is quite good for Procter & Gamble. I may be wrong, so I'm just going to check quickly. Let's see, Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble PE. Gamble PE. So yeah, it's at 21.1 0.07, which is not that bad. So yeah, chips that follow with this salad. But yeah. So that is the reason for why I bought it. It's also, yeah, as I said, it's got a great dividend yield and it fits my dividend portfolio perfectly. So that is, yeah, Microsoft is gamble through AI, which is why I decided to balance it also out with Procter & Gamble, as it's quite the safe stock to buy. It doesn't, most likely it won't have those huge waves of explosion and falling down, so that is the reason for why I decided to invest in Procter & Gamble. Mostly it's just a counterbalance to the volatility of Microsoft. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope y'all can enjoy it, and I'll see you. Good luck on your investing journey.